Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. It's a tier 10 German light tank located on the south spawn of Malinovka. It's under the command of Picklefish44. Well, this unique tank, which was never put into production, existed only in blueprints, but it's got a novel gun which depresses through the turret. 105mm, it's only capable of 320 alpha, rather low alpha damage, but it does have light tank properties, albeit that it has actually fairly low camouflage because, oh, we got a first shot into that AMX-13105. Yes, it's got a large, low camouflage qualities because it's got a rather large profile. It's quite a big tank for a light tank, you might say. And it's very thin armour as well, only 30mm on the hull, 20mm on the turret, which means it's very prone to getting penned if it gets hit. It hasn't been spotted yet, actually. Still got light tank qualities when it comes to camo. Retains its camo even whilst moving. And he's got a shot there. If he does take a shot though, he's going to have to duck back into cover quickly. Didn't get spotted, Sixth Sense didn't go off. I guess everyone else must be looking through camo at the moment. Oh, that Leopard 1's crossing the gap. He pulls back to use the bush mechanic on him, and oh, he dropped into the dip a little too early, I think. Or did he? No, I think he made it across, but he was spotted there, so he'll have to get back into cover now. And this is a bit of a problem because the Leopard, now he's on this side of the water, means that he can get into a position where he might be able to deal a fair bit of damage to Picklefish44, so he might want to reposition. Now we've got the T110E3, I think it is, making his way across. And there's the Griller. Didn't get the shot on that target. The E3 suddenly stopped and he's got wiped out. In fact, the enemy's making it across the gap in force. He gets around into the pattern, but it was only 40 hit points. And he was spotted again. And the pattern dropped into the water area fairly quickly. Maybe too quickly, I'm not sure. But the Leopard has made it round the corner, and that means now he is a threat. So Picklefish has decided he's better to retreat now rather than get wiped out. Okay, could probably use this position here to get some shots on the Leopard without the Leopards being able to spot where he is. Yes, nice shot. Now the one good thing about this, it does have a good HE round on this tank. So if we look at that, he can actually do, well, if I get that right, 420 alpha with the 105 HE. Slightly more than the 320 you get from standard AP, well APCR actually. Heat rounds for the premium. Now he's using the windmill, which is often a good place to get some damage on the enemy if they come around that corner. Rather unfortunate for the enemy if they let somebody get into this spot, because it means you can really ruin their day. Can't see the turret of the guy. He's pulled around the corner now. He's on the other side of the building with just the bit showing, but that's enough for the HE round and takes him out the game. So 1.3k of damage so far, and closer to 1.4 actually. I think Picklefish might be inclined to go back to his previous position now. Oh, somebody saw him! And he needs to duck into cover because otherwise that Griller could do an awful lot of damage to him in one shot. Good evasion technique there. Lots of turning, changing direction. Really does help actually throw off the enemy's shells. And of course, if he does go and sight him fairly quickly, it's going to be difficult for the enemy to work out exactly where he's gone to. Going back to the windmill. Somebody spotted him across one of those gaps. And I think it may have been the AMX-13105, because he's the other light tank on the enemy team that might actually be able to spot him. Mind you, so close to that Gorilla, if he was in the same spot, he might be able to spot him as well. Okay, he's going to push. Use the wreck of the Leopard. Oh, was he spotted? Well, 6 cents didn't go off when he went past the gap. Oh, now this is interesting. He's pushing them now, and he was spotted. Okay, so somebody is still there, and it's probably the AMX 13105. So he's now going to return the favour on them. He dips down. It might be the Gorilla, but the Gorilla's now getting a hammering. And he pops up and goes for the round on the Gorilla, gets one in. Surprised that the Death Star doesn't fire one back at him. That's an FP215B183 nearby. But I think he's going to harass that guy now by using his gun depression, his very superior gun depression. Okay, TVP T5051. And the Death Star's obviously looking this way. The TVP's a real problem actually, because after all he has got that lovely 100mm gun capable of doing quite a lot of damage in a burst in just 4 seconds. Oh no, you can't climb up that. There's the TVP's coming this way. He obviously senses a quick kill. And Picklefish decided that discretion is the better part of valor. He takes one round. He's manoeuvring as much as he dares. He's looking back as he's moving and manoeuvring into his own territory again. Watch out for the Leopard, that's it. And he's now back into cover. If he'd stayed in the north area, I think that TVP would have had him for breakfast. So he's only lost a small amount of damage, 305 to that TVP. But he now knows where that guy is. He knows the AMX 13105's not there as well. And of course, whilst we were on the escape actually, the enemy Death Star got killed. Now he's taking out the AMX 13105. One round is all it takes. He's reloading another HE round. There's the TVP over on the riverside. There's the M48 pattern. Is he going to engage that guy? No. Didn't get anything. Doesn't want to get too close to the TVP or he'll become the next breakfast. Yep. Trying to get away. He now knows where most of the enemy is. Got somebody on the ramp already, so we don't need to go over there. Ideally what we want to do is come up behind the Striv without the M48 pattern shooting us in the ass. We know where the mouse is. He's right up against the edge of the border. On the border of the map rather, north of the map. All he needs to do really is keep these enemy in sight so his teammates can actually get some damage. If he can swap that pattern, I'm pretty sure the UDOs and the Object 430U might be able to put some damage into him. He didn't see him there, but he got that shot in. He's now unloading another APCR. The TVP got one in, two in. Get away before he does any more. Whew, that was close. Yeah, the TVP's T5051's a very dangerous tier 10 medium. It's that ability to unload 4 shots in just 4.5, is it 4.5 seconds? 4 seconds. And do just shy of 1300 hit points of damage. Progetto. Didn't get him, it's a tier 10 Progetto as well. So he needs to watch out because that guy's got 4 rounds in the mag and the auto reloader. Now he's ducked in behind the windmill, can pull back behind it for cover. The Progetto was taken out. No, he's drowned! He went too quickly into the water and he drowned. What a silly boy. That means there's only 3 enemies remaining now. You can probably see the wreck. He must be just... Where is he? Where did he go in? He must be one of those wrecks down there. So that's 2 they lost going into the water. Okay, fires around to try and tempt the TVP to fire, and he was spotted. So that TVP's still there. His teammates are now making short work of the Striv, and once the Striv's gone, it's everyone to get the TVP. There's the TVP. Can he get around him? He's looking that way. Oh, one shot takes him out of the game, and that wins the battle. Nicely done, Picklefish44. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, Picklefish44 certainly knows when to escape and evade when he's outmatched, but he managed to get an ace tanker out of that game, and it's a first ace tanker as well because he's got the laurels underneath, or the scrolls underneath rather, which indicates it's the first one. He managed to get a 5 for effect out of the minor medals, his first mark of excellence. He also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 8 in this one, and he got a patrol duty for being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. And his win rate from the battle was 4,597, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game was actually done by the UDES 1516, got 6,293 hit points, and the next highest damage after that was actually the TVP with 3,681. So good job that he stayed away from that guy, because otherwise he would have been very deadly. The third highest damage was the Object 430U with 3,674, and a little further down the table we can see Picklefish44 only managed 2,647, just below the batch at 155.58, the Mouse and the Progetto on his own team, who also managed to get a Confederate in that one. The UDES managed to get the High Caliber and the Confederate as well. When it came to kills, he managed to get 3 kills, which put him joint top with the AMX-13-105 on his team. 2 kills for the UDES, the T-57 Heavy and the enemy TVP, who got 2 kills as well. And when it came to base XP, he's top of the table with 1,091 thanks to all that spotting. He's the only player to get over 1,000. 931 went to the UDES, 758 went to the T-57 Heavy. He fired 15 rounds, got 9 direct hits, 7 penetration, 3 splash. Damage of 2,647 hit points, of which 707 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, all 3 were penetrations, all 3 shots came from the TVP T-5051. Just goes to show how deadly they are and how thin the armor is on the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. If we look at the number of vehicles he spotted, 4, damage 6, kill 3, 5,807 hit points of spotting assist. Very good, that one. On a premium count, he earned 68,219 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 35,959 credits. 25 bonds for the battle, and 7 for this being a tier 10 vehicle, took 32 in total. 1,636 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 819 for completing the mission events, and 818 for the personal reserves, taking away 4,910 experience points altogether. So a very good game for Picklefish44 in the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, the unusual tank with a gun that depresses through the turret. He actually played this rather well. As I said, he knew when to run away and when to stand and fight. Really, basically, you shouldn't be taking on any tank which has got an autoloader which can actually penetrate your hull and do lots of damage to you very, very quickly, such as a TVP or a Progetto 65 for that matter. Luckily for him, the Progetto 65 driver was not exactly very clever, diving into the river too quickly and drowned. But the TVP player was very good, and of course that's why he got 3 hits on Picklefish. But Picklefish was very clever because he actually pulled away before the guy could kill him outright. So a really good game for Picklefish. Congratulations on your first ace tanker and your first mark of excellence. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm, and thank you for watching.